Okay, what's going on, everybody? My name is Mangg. Welcome back for some more Dominion 6. As we continue going through 357 nations. Last time we did L.A. Laringia from the Gathering Sturm. And, yeah, it was solid. I mean, we had a solid game. There was some fun stuff. Can't complain. But we got more. Maybe there will be something to complain about. 131. That is the Empire in Warhammer Middenheim. I don't think we've done that. If I had to guess, I would say we have not done that. So let's do it. It just got updated recently, but I think it was mostly like Skaven stuff, actually. That should be correct. For this game, we are going to do it on... We'll do Cartographic Atrocity. Because I think the last time we did a Warhammer Nation, we did it on that map. It just feels kind of appropriate. Might be 225. Yep. Oh, we should put on Warhammer music. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Middenheim, Wolf of the North. Let's put on Warhammer. The Empire is the largest and most powerful of the lands of men in the Old World, a mighty nation that stands as the bulwark against the many enemies of man. It is a land where magic, invention, and the courage of mortal men rub shoulders, each an essential weapon in the war against malign powers. The men of the Empire have none of the supernatural strength nor brutal upbringing of the warriors of chaos, nor do they boast the numberless ranks of the vile Skaven, the savage resilience of the green-skinned orcs, or uncanny agility of the high elves. Rather, the men of the Empire rely upon faith, steel, and ingenuity. The Empire is split into many provinces, which in theory all hold fealty to the Emperor, but tend to have competing goals. Middenheim, the city of the White Wolf, is the capital of the province of Middenland, and the home of the cult of Ulrich. The forces of Nordland, Hochland, and Ostland align behind the might of Middenheim. So we have humans, elf, and dwarf allies, medium and heavy infantry with extremely heavy cavalry, and dedicated missile units. We get colleges, which allow access to all non-blood magic, but their taxes make labs more expensive. They cost 700. We have average priests, standard forts, cold limit +1. We get standard scouts, state captain, 60 leadership with a gold star, unsurroundable 1. Seneschals, 150 leadership, double gold stars, unsurroundable 2. 23 protection on the body. Dang. Warrior Priest of Ulrich. 50 leadership, 2 holy. Defense organizer, 2. Combat caster. With a battle axe. Amber Wizard. 1 earth, 2 nature. Ice Wizard of Kislev. 1 air, 2 water. Jade Wizard. 1 water, 1 nature. Air, earth, glamour. and disease healer. Grey Wizard, 2 glamour, air death. Bright Wizard, 2 fire, combat caster. Also auto cast Phoenix power. I don't think any of the others had. No, for some reason they get auto Phoenix power. So they're really 3 fire. But yeah, I mean, yeah, it just saves you a little time right at the start. Amethyst Wizard, 1 Astral, 2 Death, and Adept Researcher, 3. I think the last time we did an Empire Nation, we just did this, because it's, like, extremely powerful. But we'll see. Light Wizard, 1 Fire, 2 Astral, and Adept Researcher, 5. Ooh. Not as useful individually as the Bright Wizards, but you get some big stuff going on. They also have the Mirror of Hish. Range 100, 100 precision, 3 armor piercing damage, AoE 1. Yeah, I mean... just 3 armor piercing is... nothing, really. Double versus Undead and Demons is 6 armor piercing. It's better. If I was going into a fight, maybe I'd consider just having them spam the Mirror of Hish, but I don't know. Celestial Wizard. 1 air, 1 astral. Air astral. Shock resist 10, Fortune Teller 8, Adept Researcher 5. They are 4 recruitment points, however. Gold Wizard. 1 fire, 2 earth. Forge bonus 1. They are also 4 recruitment points. Then you get the tributes to the different knightly orders. So then you can establish a chapter house with these, and then you can make those nice. So we'll look at those in a second. Wolf Father, 1 holy. Beastmaster plus 2. Okay. Huntsmaster, Forest Forts, 30 leadership. Comes with 1d6 hunting hounds and 5 hunting hounds. Beastmaster plus 2, Monster Summoner. 2 hounds per month. Do we have stats on hounds? No. No, we don't get to know about the hounds. Alright, oh, right here, Hunting Hound. So we're limited to 15 per turn. They don't require any upkeep. 10 hit points, 6 protection, 9 defense, 6 MR, 8 morale, 20 speed with a 14 damage bite, 11 attack. I mean, they're not good. You'd never say they're really good. But it's one of those things of like, it's a meme. Like, we could do a similar thing if we had Divinitus. But yeah, not really worth the trouble. State Spearman. 11 hit points, 14 protection, 12 defense with a parry, 4 shield, 10 MR, 11 morale, 13 damage spear, a 10 attack. As far as like a basic Spearman unit goes, it's certainly dependable enough. But yeah. Archer. Pretty basic archer. State Halberdier. Still 14 protection, 11 hit points, no shield with 10 defense, 9 attack on the halberd. Yeah. Free infantrymen. Can be recruited outside forts as well. So they have Chaos Recruitment 1. Great, I guess. Yeah, only 9 protection, 9 defense, no shield, short sword and axe. You're ready to die. State Crossbowmen. Limited to 10 per month. Interesting. Usually you're not going to go over that anyways. But they have range 40 crossbows, 12 precision, 11 armor piercing every other round. It's a standard sort of fine crossbowman if that's what you want. State Swordsman. 14 protection, 14 defense with a parry 4 shield. That's all very solid. They got a 17 damage broadsword with 12 attack. Yeah, it's a solid, dependable sort of medium to heavy infantry. Greatsword. Gets bumped up to 21 protection, 12 hit points. 10 defense, 10 MR, 13 morale, 7 speed only, but they have a 12 attack, length 2 greatsword, does 22 slashing. Yeah, I could see maybe just using greatswords. 21 protection is quite high. Tütingen Guard, cap only. 13 hit points, 22 protection, 7 defense, 12 MR, 13 morale, 8 speed, with a Middenhammer, 23 bludgeoning damage, length 2, 13 attack, and a charge bonus. Now, their charge bonus is going to be like 5, but still, it's 28 damage. Yeah, okay. I like this idea, maybe. Order Knight. Heavy Cav. 11 hit points on the rider, 22 protection, 15 defense with a kite shield, 10 MR, 12 morale. They have 21 speed, which is alright. 17 damage lance, heavy weapon charge bonus, and a 17 damage broadsword. Warhorse also has 20 protection, 20 hit points. Only 5 MR, though, is abysmal. Single player doesn't matter as much, though. And a 14 damage hoof. Yeah, it's a very solid heavy cav. Wolfkin, cap only sacred. 13 hit points, 7 protection, 10 defense, 12 MR, 13 morale. They got an 18 damage broadsword and a 20 damage axe. They're also stealthy and skirmishers. Yeah, so I mean, I think probably like Stygian Flesh is a given. You know, they'll end up with like 15 protection, which isn't amazing, but it's a hell of a lot better. Yeah, I think they just need a lot more attack then, and I don't know. You could maybe do Undying Enchanted Blood, since you're already kind of encouraged to go blood and death anyways. Maybe. Huntsman in all forests. It's range 35. Short bow, stealth. Hochland Jaeger. Limited to 5 per turn. They get the Hochland Long Crossbow. 55 range. 18 precision. 12 armor piercing every other round. That's really solid. But it's forest forts only, 5 per turn only. Okay, if I get a forest fort, I think we might try to make a bunch. I mean, 5 per turn isn't that much, but it will add up because they'll be all the way in the back. So they shouldn't die too often. Ionir Kithban Warrior, all forests. Limited to 5 per turn. They have Glamour and a patrol bonus, but they lose that outside of forest, so they're really meant to just sit in the forest and patrol. They have Elven Longbows, range 45, 13 precision, 14 piercing. Pretty solid, too. Imperial Dwarf Soldier, only in Highland and Mountain forts. Also limited to 5 per turn. 13 hit points, 15 protection, 14 defense with a parry 5 shield. 13 MR, 12 morale, only 5 speed. But they have a 19 damage quality axe, 12 attack, and a quality crossbow, range 40, 13 precision, 13 armor piercing. Yeah, they sort of hit the trifecta here. So it's reasonable that they're limited to 5 per turn. Okay, so the White Great Wolf. 23 hit points, 7 protection, 11 defense, 10 MR, 13 morale, sacred, cold resist, 17 damage, bite. Well, our bless would certainly help them a bit. It wouldn't be the exact bless I'd pick for these things, but it helps. We can get the various lords, of course. And then there's the knightly orders. So we have the Knights of Moor, the Winter Throne, the White Wolves, and the Knights Panther. The White Wolf Knight, heavy cav, 22 protection, 10 defense, no shield. But has a Middenhammer for 24 damage and charge bonus, which will hit pretty damn hard. It's not a heavy weapon, but yeah, so it'll cap out at 6. Yeah, 30 damage on the charge. Warhorse, also 20 protection, 20 hit points, 14 damage hoof. They're not that different from our existing Sacred Cab, or our normal heavy cab, except that they hit quite a bit harder with the Middenhammer. The Knight Panther also has 22 protection, 14 defense with a kite shield, 12 hit points. Lance, 20 damage falchion. Warhorse, pretty similar, 15 damage hoof. Seems like just a slightly better version of our heavy cav, with this falchion doing 20 damage, 11 attack, versus 17 damage, 12 attack. So, okay. The Knight of Moor. 15 defense with a kite shield, blah, blah, blah. Has the Sword of Moor, 12 attack, 20 slashing magic damage, and those killed will rise as soulless. Okay, that seems like the best of both worlds. Why would I pick the Knight Panther over this? Is there something I'm missing on the Knight Panther? Oh, well, the other guy doesn't have a lance. That is true. That is true. I mean, that is a factor. But still, 20 slashing damage is pretty great. And so is the Falchion. I mean, Falchion does 20 slashing damage, but the magic aspect is very nice, because we don't really have much of that. And the rising is soulless. Pretty strong. Leaning toward Knight of Moor. Knight of the Winter Thrones, though, are sacred. Ho ho. But, as part of that, they have only 11 defense and no shield. But they still have the 22 protection. They get cold resist, 10. 22 damage battle axe, 12 attack, length 2. And the mount is also sacred. Yeah, Stygian Flesh is going to go pretty hard on these things. Okay, never mind. We're going to go with the Winter Throne. That's going to be good. Okay. So, yeah, we want to get that up relatively quickly. It's cost 900 gold just to establish the chapter house. And then these things are not going to be super cheap. But, yeah, it is kind of a good sacred. Better than our current sacred. Okay, for spells. Conjuration. We get the Bind White Great Wolf Pack. You get 5 plus 1/2 for 5 nature gems. That's a pretty good... I mean, a 1-to-1 ratio for sacreds is pretty nice often. Amber Wizard Lord for 24 nature gems. For some reason, that's the one we get out of that. Okay. Alteration. Oh, yeah, okay. Different paths. Yeah. White Light Wizard Lord, the Amethyst Wizard Lord. It's all going to cost 24 gems of different types. Evocation. Bright Wizard Lord is 22 gems. What a discount. The Gold Wizard Lord is 24. We get a discount on the Hunter's Knife and the Halberd of Might. Direwolf Pelt, Ranger's Cloak, Ranger's Boots. We get a discount on the Flask of Holy Water. Nice. Berserker pelts. Discount on the Girdle of Might. Excellent. And Lycanthropos amulet. The Bow of War. Which is pretty nice. Okay. Enchantments. Jade Wizard Lord. Gray Wizard Lord. All the lords. Plenty of thug potential. Celestial Wizard Lord. Ulrich's Fury, 2 holy. AoE 4. Identical in effect to the spell Battle Fury, but with slightly higher fatigue, better precision, and larger AoE. Does not stack with the Battle Fury effect. The Battle Fury is +2 attack, +2 morale. No effect on animals. So we have that as part of our priests. 2 holy, huh? What are my real options for that? The Warrior Priest of Ulrich. Wonder... I guess there might be some thug potential there then. With like a Warrior Priest, a little bit of gear maybe, and 5 Knights of the Winter Throne. Could be pretty potent. Maybe. Okay, so what, well, we need certainly pretty big scales. Yeah. We're gonna go for Teutingen Guards and Great Swords. So, probably pretty high in scales, and then we need Death Blood as far as our Bless is concerned. Which, as we know, is a very rare combo. We could go Rainbow Mage, I suppose. Since anything else is going to be kind of pricey to buy into. But the Dominion one sort of hurts because we're kind of going for Sacreds. There are no Dominion 4 options that come with Death or Blood, so that's problematic. Yeah, would have been awesome to get the Demi-Lich here, actually. That would have been exactly what I would have picked. Yeah, I mean... Okay. You'd have to go 5-4 at least. Get Stygian Flesh and Blood Surge. But then we also want Enchanted Blood and Undying, so this is where it gets pricier. We're definitely going at least Dormant, probably more. The thing is, like, this isn't really what I would pick for our Cav Sacreds. This is what I would pick for the Wolfkin. But the Wolfkin are not... Yeah, I think we should pick a Bless more for the Cav. Which is... I mean, they don't need much. I could see taking Air Shield for... Honestly, yeah, just like crazy working man's Bless is really all we need. Berserker could be pretty strong. Yeah, Berserker could be pretty nice, but we'd have to go much heavier on Nature to get that. Yeah, we'd have to go Nature 5. In which case, I'd go for something like that. It's basically the same thing, just slightly changed. But then, yeah, we'd go Berserker. And then really just like the more attack and damage you want to stack on here, the better. Also, recuperation could be pretty nice. They don't have that. Pricey. But it does help quite a lot with longevity. Or would I rather just have them not take damage? Nah, we'll go offensive here. So we're going to take attack, 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 and then strength, strength. That's all you need. They're going to hit pretty damn hard. They're going to be pretty ridiculous. Yeah, they're going to be pretty ridiculous. In which case, I think we can just go in prison for our scale purposes. There you go. That's what we're doing. Noth. All praise Noth. That's what we're doing. Okay. We tend to start... I mean, have we... I don't think we've ever started in this region. Like, any part of this region. We get this area a lot. Anyways, we have a throne in our cap circle. And we have 2 spaces that are blocked off by mountains. And we have cold scale 2. So, that's pretty fucky. That's going to be rough at the start. But that does allow us to make Imperial Dwarf soldiers if we want to just make 5 of these per turn. They do hit the trifecta pretty nicely. As far as mages, well, we're basing a lot of our strat around protection, so I lean towards the, I guess maybe gold wizards. Yeah, it's annoying because this is still like the best option. Like, it just is. It just is the best option for single player at least. Because Horde of Skeletons spam is just very powerful. And these guys have Adept Researcher 3, and they're only 2 recruitment points. It just is the best option. But if we wanted Earth buffs, then we need to go for Gold Wizards, which is really going to tank our research. Yeah, nothing tops this. It's annoying. Why do they also get... I guess these guys also get Adept Researcher 5, so they're up to 16. That's the best option for pure research. We probably should have thought about this and given our guys a little bit of fire resistance. So then I could just rain down massive fire spells on our Sacred Cav. And that's why Horde of Skeletons is good. Like, it just covers all your grounds. So, alright, we're gonna start with those just for research purposes, at least. For schools, we do start with 2 Nature Gem income. So, getting Conjuration 4 for White Grey Wolf packs is not the worst idea. And as part of that, that's 2 nature, so we'd have to get... Who can do 2 nature shit? You'd think it would be them. No, it's Amber Wizards. Okay, so we just have to get like 1 Amber Wizard. I'm gonna start with 1 Amber Wizard just to search. Yeah, I wish we could go there, but we can't. Pretty simple. Cavemen, not so simple, though. We have another throne here, so it's fairly crowded. Can we handle cavemen? I wouldn't really think so. I'm gonna go back. On gem deposits, 125 extra gold per turn is pretty nice right now. Yeah, so we could get the Winter Throne, since we got an influx of cash here. Lost our profit. Lost everything. Didn't lose the wizard. Okay. Yeah. So we're gonna need another commander here. That was unfortunate. Fucking cavemen right next to me. Alright, this is such a shitty start. One of the worst cap circles we've ever had. There you go, chapter house established. Nagarond is to our south. Hmm. Oh, okay. So we still get the Grand Master. Oh, maybe. Well, we'll just make him our prophet then. And he even comes with some of these guys. Not quite ready to hit the cable. No. I know, it's slow as shit. We're gonna pay for this. You better believe we're gonna pay for this. There's fascia. Alright, I think I just gotta go. You gotta go, you gotta go. Hmm. Right, no, alright, hold on. You're coming with. Could be disastrous. Yeah, so, with Blood Surge active, they have 16 attack on the Battle Axe, 27 slashing damage. Pretty good. Oh, so it would normally be 19, but they're in darkness. Yeah, 19 is pretty phenomenal. We lost 2 sacreds there. Fucking cave. Another throne in Fascia's cap circle. Not sure what part of attack rear that is exactly. But, yeah, good job. We got Agraf, the Ice Wizard Lord. 2 air, 3 water. Cold power 1 combat caster with an ice sword. Shit armor, though. He's more of a mage. She just has a mount. Yeah, okay. Get to researching. And we've bumped into Naba already. This game is going to be absolutely fucked. Unless we can somehow get here, then it opens up a lot. Damn our cold scales. Damn the mountains. I'd have to work all the way around to secure this, but we should. I mean, we really should. This is not going to be an option. So that's where the line is. Yeah, Barbarian Chief got a lucky shot in. Forest Troll, Militia, Light Infantry, Heavy Infantry. Oh, I don't have him set on hold attack. Whoops. That would be why. Yeah, resources are pretty shit. Even though we just got 100 here. Abba accepted right away. That's great. Nagaron cut us off. And he's probably going to take this then. I'd have to take this, like, immediately. So I guess we'll go back and take it immediately. Damn. Wish I had enchantment 5. Help a lot. Yeah, we got boned pretty hard here, man. I could wait a turn. To become a prophet, which I think I will just because he moved away for the moment. Endless forests. There you go. We're up to 3 per turn. We likey that. Okay, so from here, Kislev's already there, Beastland's there, Nagaron there. Nothing here, but that's pointless. And then Beastland's here. So this doesn't actually connect us to anything usable without a war. We are pretty fucked. I think this is the worst start we've ever had on this map. Didn't help we lost to the cavemen, but I don't know how much it would have really changed. But we have to secure at least our cap circle. Yeah, I guess. Unique heroes joined our cause. 21 attack with Battle Fury. Jesus. I think we got routed. I think my prophet died again. No, he didn't die. He just got routed. I'm not quite sure what happened there. We got Valmir von Raukov, the Elector Count of Oslin. Yeah, not great, but enough to jump back onto it. Maybe I should have gone Stygian Flesh. Now that we're looking at it, I mean, we're losing a lot of these guys. I mean, I think we're losing them to magic in this case. Still. Ow. Well, I'm glad we could claim a throne. Okay. 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 We're gonna get enchantment 5 now. That's good. Need thaumaturgy 1 for communions. And then beyond that, so I don't know, man. There isn't really any great big death buffs other than Skeletal Legion, which is not great. So I'm not really sure. I guess we want something maybe big for the Pretender, who does have 5 nature. So we could go for, say, Oaken Army. Yeah, may as well. I'm pretty sure this game is quite F. Very, very F. Barely can get my cap circle. This is the, I mean, this is crazy. Okay. That's fine, I think. I don't think I can even be friends with everybody. I can't win that way. But I don't even know where all the thrones are. We got no information. It's not good. Yeah, losing 3 of those Great Wolves on a piss-ass battle like that to friendly fire. Not great. They're not really worth it. They needed, like, hard skin or something. I don't know. I mean, they needed something. More than just damage. Or we needed to not go crossbows. Either way, I suppose. There's my cap circle. Look upon it. Shit. I mean, shit. It's not great. Neither of them accepted. It's great. I'm just not sure about being friends with Fascia. That might be who I'd actually go to war with to win. Although, hard to say. I mean, he's definitely got one throne for us, but he also has a giant golden lion, which is going to be really problematic, to say the least. Also, we have no money. We're buying some expensive-ass units, and we have no provinces, and we never will. Yeah, end of the line there. Alright, well, let's see what the Skelly boys can do. I'm gonna bring them all. They both refused again. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna be moving back now to accommodate skeletons. So we've got... What do we got? 4, 8, 12, 15, 18, 21. Okay, we'll boost it by... We'll have 12 slaves, 9 masters. Slaves. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Masters. It's gonna be good. Yeah, that's it. That's everything. We'll see how it goes. Battle in Rivia. Horde of skeletons. Skeletons, 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 skeletons. And that's why it's the best option. We lost 2 wolves. Yep. Seems pretty good. I think I possibly just sniped the 2 commanders, though, with the knights. How are they only having 2 commanders to have 133 forest trolls? These numbers don't even make sense. A plague of gnawing rats have infested Lombaria. This infestation clearly spread from a neighboring province. We must increase our province defenses and maintain order to be rid of these vermin. Oh, this is the new update for Skaven. They get this now. This was caused by adjacency to a province infested with gnawing rats. For every turn, there's a 25% chance to remove the rats if the province defense is at least 10 and unrest below 20. Province defense of or greater than 25 is a 100% chance of removal and relative immunity gnawing rats in the future. Okay. Provides minus 100 supply point increase on rest by 5. Well, there you go. Alright, well, look at that. We took another one. 2 thrones done. Where the hell are Skaven? That is not adjacent to a Skaven province. Oh, this was caused by adjacency to a province infested with gnawing rats. Oh, and look at that. It really can spread. Yeah. I don't know where it originated from, but it's gonna spread. We found a maze, found an enchanted tower. Rats have been eradicated. Good. Okay. Oh, our troops get air shield. Bless gets air shield. That's pretty great. Yeah, so at this point, we would pretty much have to go to war. Well, yeah, I mean, this is the most dire situation I think we've ever seen. Alright. I think we're going to stick with this army setup. And we're going to go to war with Fascia. Let me just restock back home. And we'll see how it all goes. Got to keep our Dominion up, though. So if we wipe out Fascia, and we don't get any wars with anyone else, which I think I still didn't get any Ps, did I? I want to be friends with these other 2. If we wipe out Fascia, we take this throne, we might be able to just airdrop our Rainbow Mage onto, like, here. I don't know. I have no idea. I don't know what we'll do for the 4th one. There's going to be another throne somewhere, but yes, this is going to be... We're going to be putting the war in Warhammer, to say the least. little ridiculous, but could work. I guess we can split this off, do a different pack. Fine. Okay. We could also grab a few more. Because if we bump up to 16 slaves, you know, that bumps it up a number. Okay. Yep. I sure do love going to war against a giant golden lion. It's gonna be so great. Lion might struggle with the skeletons, though. We'll see. Depends on his bless. Scout died. Okay, so we're gonna add just these 4 as slaves. Alright, we'll see how that all works. And away we go. Probably should get some forts built on the thrones. Or maybe at least, like, 1 PD instead of 0 PD. Well, I guess I do have 1 PD. Yeah, I mean, I guess we could move the masters up a bit. I'm just a little worried. They have to cast Communion Master first. I think we're gonna bum rush his capital and try and take it. What the hell is Vampiria doing that just run away? I mean, yeah, we have yet to play that nation, so that'll be interesting. Or Strigos. We haven't done any of the undead ones. Yeah, I'm worried about, like, yeah, the cavalry archers. But alright. Okay. Let's hit it. Boy. Okay. So he hit a Fezbor, which I just left. He didn't hit it with much, and then I got some decent PD. Yeah, very good. He lost 7 of his sacreds on that little skirmish. And now he hit his capital. Okay, we lost 2 horses, 4 Great Wolves. Our units got 146 kills plus 6, so 152. He lost 149. Yeah, okay. So the skeletons did some work. 9 rats in Belmar. King of the Mold and his host is trying to stop us from taking over. We lost another horse, another wolf. It just doesn't feel like they're hitting rear, you know? It doesn't seem like they're going all the way around. Also, Vampiria is now at our door. How are we doing? Severely damaged. Good, good, good. I mean, I know they're scripted to attack rear, but it just seems like they're kind of running in. But it's always a jumble. It's always a little bit of a gamble with attack rear. You can never be certain. They're not always going to do the all the way to the back, turn 90 degrees, hit the commander. You know, it doesn't... No guarantee of that. He hit a Fezabor again with not much. No sacreds this time. See ya. That's some decent PD here. 9 rats in Lombaria. Uh-oh. And that whittles down your defense more. We have breached fascia, though. That's strong. We also got an influx of cash. So we got PD in Lombaria. Put 26 there to solve that problem. And we are going to storm the castle. If I can take this capital right now, that's pretty good. This is a better capital than my own. Yeah, let's diggity do it. Jeez, man, what a turn. Okay. Vampiria accepted. That's good. Our god has arrived. That's very good. So now we got Berserker. He's flailing out with whatever he's got on a Fezabor, but can't take it. A message from Fascia. That's promising. I think we lost a mage there. Drakon Hesperos. It's not even his pretender. He's got his pretender and that thing here, but we got skeletons for decades. Just keep going, baby. Just keep going, baby. Oh my god. We killed... Did we kill... Okay, well they definitely took some lumps. They took some damage. I think we lost a lot of slaves. I think we lost a bunch of masters too. Yeah, we lost 8 total wizards. 10 dwarves. 19 knights. 33 great wolves. Not without consequence. He didn't even have much, but he had the Drakon and the Golden Lion, which killed 388 skeletons. Holy shit. But he died. You killed our god. Eradicated, eradicated. Good, good. Yeah, so we got our big boy. Well, he can upcast, or can he upcast? He actually might not be able to upcast. Wailing Winds. No, it's 2 gems. So he can upcast Wailing Winds for 3 gems. So that's a strong start to whatever we implement. If we wanted to empower him in, say, air, I think we could also get Wrathful Skies going. I mean, yeah, I prefer fire. But, you know. Or we could do Grip of Winter, which is a little easier to get. Because I don't think we'd even have to empower them, and we just have to get enchantment 6 for Grip of Winter. We'd spend 3 gems. Problem with these ideas is a lot of fatigue. You can also do Foul Vapors, though. Yeah, Foul Vapors is probably the one of choice. Hit them with Foul Vapors and Rigor Mortis or something, and then just they die. They're done. Alteration 7 does give us Phoenix Pyre, which is pretty great. But you're just talking about too much fatigue here. You know. And he can't cast all that and not be fatigued out. And Phoenix Pyre demands that he not be fatigued out. We're going to go Enchantment 6, though. So we'll go Alteration 6, Enchantment 6, and then Evocation 7. And then go from there. Yeah, we definitely took lumps here. We're sitting on... Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 slaves. 9, 10, 11 slaves. 6 masters. Okay, we'll go 12 slaves, 5 masters. It's a reasonable enough change. Can we win without reinforcements? As in, can we wipe out Fascia without reinforcements? I wouldn't imagine so. I guess we'll see. Right. Big turns on a big map. Taking big long time. It's plenty of shit. Okay. 8 more Sacreds, 9 more Wolves. The last of the Wolves. But that was probably a pretty significant part of the remainder of his army. In addition to what he hit Fascia with. Okay, we didn't put that much PD here. And he's got much better units, but not good enough. Nice. That's helpful. He lost another 58 there. And then he hit a Fezabor with practically nothing. Good. 3 victories for us is pretty significant. With that, then, I guess let's hit listless lands. Bump up the PD here to 41. Just keep making troops, baby. Just keep making those sacreds. Between that and our skellies, not doing too bad. I thought all hope was lost, but it's not looking that awful. The real question will be the 4th throne. We see there's some in the water, so that's maybe an option. There's this one all the way up here. That's pretty far teleports. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, gonna be kind of tricky. So maybe a water one, or maybe we can just march on this, but I imagine there's going to be other people in this mix, so we'll see. But we might be able to jump on this one. I just want to cripple him enough that he can't beat PD as I go back and pick up more troops. So I got to take one more of these forts at least. But our income is growing, his is diminishing, so you know it can work. He hit a Fezabor again with basically nothing. He'll just keep doing that. We hit the listless lands. Ooh, I think he just popped most of my masters there. Yep, he got 3 masters with those archers. It's a risk. It's definitely a risk. We could give them bodyguards. We could give them some small amount of armor. Nice. Look at that. Very impressive. We got some good PD in those state spearmen. I said that's a very dependable kind of troop. Good. Glistening Wood has a plague. We got the hero Boris Toddbringer, Elector Count of Midland. Walls are moderately damaged. Lost 1 to a disease. It's not good. Shinoyama's right there. Okay, so we're down to 2 masters. That's not really acceptable. So we're going to drop down to 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 slaves, 5 masters. That's a really questionable balance. But, you know, it is what it is. He's going to struggle to muster up enough troops to actually take something now. But if we get into literally any other war ever, we are 100% bone. 100% bone. He hit Titan's Breath Peaks again. Nah, I wouldn't imagine. Spearmen are just a little too hard for him to crack open. Even with the Orichalcum Guards, which are pretty good. I don't know what his bless is. I don't know if they're even getting blessed. There are mods that do just auto-bless the enemy's sacreds. Like, they never have to cast bless. I could see that, you know, I could see that, especially if you're playing with, like, random gods for the AI. But considering we're giving them, like, really cheese bless, you know, like, good blesses a lot of the time. I don't know, like, what is his bless? Fire Shield 7 and Berserker. So Fire Shield, Berserker. That's fairly potent, you know? Like, that's not a shit bless. Granted, I don't know if his god has come back, so I don't know if that's even active or not, but yeah, it's pretty nasty. Like Solar Weapon, Withering Weapon, and Blood Surge. That one seems kind of random. Larger and Combat Farcaster. Huh. Undying plus 10 and Luck. For Nidavellir. Yeah, that's pretty good. For them, that's not bad. Yeah, I mean, everyone has, like, sort of non-random blesses. Walls are moderately damaged. I think we may want to just send reinforcements, to be honest. Shinoyama accepted, that's good. He hit Titan Breath Peaks again with basically nothing. He did get a blessing there. He seems a little trickier to fight. And then he hit Fascia with his... Oh, his god reappeared. This will be interesting. Okay. He did pick up a limp and a never healing wound, but he did beat our PD. Because it's in his dominion, so he had his bless. Without that, without Fire Shield, I don't know if he would have done it. Okay, but he'll never, I mean, he can't harm our walls. It's just him. And I don't know if he'll move off of the siege. Severely damaged. We got an Amber Wizard Lord. We are also starting to starve here now. He's riding a bear! Our music ended. Yeah, I just don't think he can muster up enough troops anywhere. I'm not going to waste more money on PD there. We should put PD everywhere else. Because of these damn annoying rats all over the place. Okay. Critically damaged. Alright, just in time then. We have a fuck ton of air gems. I could get griffins. I could get yetis. They have a chill aura. They have a chill aura. Does that bother us? No, these guys have cold resist. These guys have cold. Yeah, okay. No, I think Yeti's a good option for us. Although that's water gem, not air, but still, the fact remains. I'm gonna summon one of those. I just want to look at it. Right. I have to I'm like alt tab because these turns take so long. Found the Jervalin wall. That's nice. Earth Gnome. Awesome patrol. There's still 9 rats in glistening wood. We breached that. That's good. Blah blah blah. But yeah, we are getting hit with diseases now. A lot of the troops that have been here have diseases. But yeah, anyways. Alright. Still gonna just move everything here. Alright. Storm. Yeah, so we got another fort here. This is the Jervalin wall. We can get warrior mages if we want. Yeah, I mean, I could make units. I guess we can make these here. That's viable. Beastlands are all up in our grill, by the way. Strigos is up in our grill. This is getting messy. Here's that Amphitheater. 45 hit points, 11 protection, 9 defense. Flyer. With 15 damage, Venomous Fangs with Death Poison and Spray Poison. Range 8. 8 armor negating poison in a beam. If it left behind a cloud, maybe it would be pretty good, but I think it's kind of fragile. The Yetis have 46 hit points, 8 protection, 8 defense, 13 MR, 17 morale, 14 speed. They have a Chill Aura 3. Range 22 sticks and stones for 19 blunt damage, 2 attacks. And they can smack you with a rock for 22 damage. They're pretty squishy, all things considered. 46 hit points is quite a bit. Damage-wise, though, is good, and the Chill Aura is nice. And the price is reasonable. We just would need a little bit more conjuration to skirt up to, like, air elementals or draconians. Actually, draconians would be pretty great. Or springhawks. Yeah, but draconians don't, well, I don't think springhawks can threaten. They don't have an AoE or anything, so they're both pretty solid. But yeah, draconians are kind of a big air gem dump. And the Draconian Commander, I think, can also summon Draconians every turn. So you can get a whole army of just Draconians. So we may want to do that at some point. Before we move on to this. Right. This somehow still has... Oh, this, right. Okay. Yeah, I mean, it's... That annoying rats is all around, so... I'll protect my shit like a good leader. Okay, and let's take another fort. How many mages did we lose on that one? 3 more. Yeah. I mean, I probably should push them back, but it's just tricky. If we push them too far back, the skeletons don't really do anything. Eradicated. Battle in Thodaz. Fine. Okay. All right, so we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 slaves. That's too many. So we're gonna go down to 6, 7, 8. 2 masters, I guess, and they'll just sit here and do their thing until we restock. Fine. And we're gonna go deal with this stupid lion. No, we'll wait a turn. Hold on. Because I want to claim this. Also, there's rats here. What's wrong with you? You don't take care of your property? Oh man, Naba's getting fucked. I imagine that many of the vanilla nations are struggling. Naba is about to be wiped out. That's his last province. Phaecia is about to be somewhat wiped out. Machaka, Ariu are at the bottom otherwise. And then all the rest are all Warhammer nations. So there's our balance issue. These long-ass turns, man. Peacelands and Strigos accepted. That's nice. Battle in Phaecia. See how that goes. Oh, God, I didn't remove him. Oh, we're fucked. I didn't remove that guy. I moved everyone, and then I was like, oh, wait a minute. But I forgot about him. He wasn't part of the batch. Because I clicked search, and he couldn't search, so he just still... Oh, okay. Did he retreat at least? Okay, he went into the fort. However, that makes any sense. I would say it doesn't look very good. Hold on. Doesn't look very good for them. Is what I meant. Good God. Alright. Finally gonna get enchantment 6 next turn. Our research could be better. Because now we have to just teleport or something. Or go to war with someone else. So I'm leaning towards teleporting. Hit listless lands again. Yeah, keep trying, buddy. You'll get it. And a message from Fascia after this battle. Let's see how it goes. That's not pleasant on my sacreds. Ouch. 38 sacreds for that little fucking gambit. What an ass. Alright. Fascia's not wiped out, but I don't really care what happens now, so we're gonna go back. Now I have to decide if I'm going to go to war with someone else or try to teleport on to get a victory. So I want to get a scout here to just take a look at that. We can't really get scouts in the water. But I can scry, I suppose. Once I get evocation, I guess. Like, the lion is probably going to come back. I would imagine. He's still got probably 30 priests holed up somewhere. We found Stone Circle. That's good. He hit a Fezibor again with basically nothing. I don't really have to watch this, but you know, I'm always waiting to be jump scared by some huge army he musters, but it's not happening. We got Emil Valgir, the R. Ulrich. He's just a level 3 priest Dominion spreader. Oh, that's nice. I'm actually going to send you to Fascia because I want to tear down the Dominion there. You are going to go to the Mountains of Mist, please. Yeah, someday I'll have money. That's true. Okay. Long ass turns. Yep. Haunted Woods. Yeah, I mean, they're all covered, so they'll all get eradicated. The big question about Beastlands here, just having an absurd amount of forces. Can't seem to actually wipe out Naba, which is pretty wild. We're struggling with money, probably because I have too many units sitting around still. No, it's mostly too many mages sitting around. But we'll take care of that, don't worry. Or we'll win the game. One of the two. We're gonna need some construction. Yeah, I mean, this is exactly the time you'd rather have anything but a rainbow mage. Eradicated, tax minus 25% doesn't help me. Yeah, I mean, we'll probably come back and wipe out the rest of Fascia's stuff just for money reasons. And it's hard to say how far south he went. I mean, maybe there is a connection to this throne. There might be hope. But my god, Beastland's just terrifying. I don't know how Naba's holding on. By a thread. Let's get those Draconians. We can get a lot of Draconians. Ambitious Lord in Belmar. Yeah, best of luck with that. So yeah, he can summon allies to get more Draconians. Okay, so yeah, he's got a fort here in Sitha as well, so Fascia's still in the game somewhat, but I imagine his income is not good. We're on a perpetual race, though, against some other war. Because there will be war. So, are we saying that PD doesn't prevent gnawing rats from being spread? Or, I don't know, there might be a factor. I'm unclear. Alright, let's load up again. We got a lot of sacreds. We got a lot of wolves sacreds. We've got a lot of these. You can take on more of these. We also have a fuck ton of Draconians. And Yetis. Sure. Mundus, not good. Okay. Good. And now we're gonna take a bunch of these guys to replenish our numbers. And now we're gonna go wipe out Fascia for once and for all. You are going to summon allies. Keep it up. Okay, so no, there's no possible connection here without going to war with Shinuyama. It's not the end of the world. We may end up doing that if the teleport fails, but that is our primary option here. Yep. Naba has been permanently vanquished. Gets a little dicier there, doesn't it? He actually lost that to independence. Yeah, Shinoyama does have that there. I'm gonna astral project this. Just for like 7 turns. That might fry your brain if it's a Mind Lord one, but it's a risk I'm willing to take. His god did come back. Yeah, that fire shield is just a bit too effective. Damn. I was hoping to get rid of the Dominion there specifically for that reason. A hostile mage discovered his astral cord and severed it. Became feeble-minded as a result. That's good, because that probably means it is still a Mind Lord throne that is waiting. And he's getting tight. I think we gotta cool it a little bit on mage production, unfortunately. Eradicated. A lab was destroying listless lands. Well, we're not making any mages there for a while. Yeah. It's a lot of draconians. We like that. We like that, Johnny. Right. I'm gonna have these guys just move on to Baisha. We'll have a big old party. We may actually have to consult a communion calculator here. I guess it's better to err on the side of caution. We have 6, 7, 8 plus. Oh God. 6, 12, 18, 24, 29, 34 plus 8. 42. So we could do 32 slaves, 12 masters. That's if we take everything here. And why wouldn't we? Upkeep's a little too high. We need to thin it out. Okay, so 32 slaves. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 masters. Okay, I miscounted, but that's fine. Yeah, it's a lot of slaves. These are all slaves. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's it. Yep. Okay. And I guess I'll put him there, you know. Yeah, the further forward means skeletons are more likely to be involved, but the mages are at too much risk, so it is what it is. I mean, it's just one lion. How much trouble could it be? A message from Fascia. Quite a lot of skeletons. The Draconians went in. Oh, did he lose his dominion there? Yes, he's not blessed. Okay, this is really... Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, God. Every last slave. Well, if I wanted a great way to kill all my mages, that was it. Now, you might ask, Mangg, why not just... Oh my God. This is just fucking stupid. You got slash, resist, invulnerable. Yeah, and we just... Yeah. That is a stupid amount. 31 mages died. Well, we thinned the herd, I suppose. Lost 5 of the Draconians. The rest all fled. 2 Sacreds, a Grey Wolf. He only got 12 kills. But, yeah, that's great. That's really great. Okay. So, in this case... We also somehow lost our mount. In this case, we're going to just change it. We're not going to do any communions. We're just going to spam Horde of Skeletons. It's not as potent at all, but it's a hell of a lot safer. So that we don't have that issue happening again. Alright. Fine. Let's go back to listless lands now. He can return, but he won't have his, he won't have Dominion, and that's pretty significant for the PD. As for our research, Evocation 7 is a long way off. We wanted it for Wailing Winds. I do think that's still pretty potent, but I think we might not need to have time to quibble. We have an insane amount of Draconians. Like a ludicrous amount now. Yeah, we have 170 Draconians. And these things have 45 hit points, 9 protection, 12 defense, 14 MR, 14 morale. They fly with a 20 damage venomous bite with poison and a 19 damage talon attack. This is an absurd little army. The problem is I can't really fly them anywhere that would work, you know. The only real use for them would be if we are going to jump on Shinuyama. So, we're going to keep getting them. We're nearly sort of run dry on air gems for now. And then we're going to get construction here. We're going to make some shit for the mage, teleport him into the water. And if that fails, the Draconians will mobilize. We'll go to war with Shinuyama and take the 4th throne. I just realized I probably should be building a fort here, all things considered. We're also getting now an extra 8 Draconians every turn. So by the time he's done with this, it will have 10 of them. So it's 10 Draconians every turn then until I decide to mobilize. This has been an interesting game, to say the least. An arena battle? I got this guy. He could fight in the arena. He's got Rune Fang, armor piercing, 22 damage. And he can shoot a bow. Bucket, get in there. I'll set you to fire closest. Summon allies. Ooh, nice Springhawk throne there. Alright, and let's hit this. You are going to construct a palisade. Okay. Damn, we didn't survive 1 round against fucking Airyu. That's really obnoxious. Thought that guy would have clutched. Well, we'll watch his failure, I suppose. Against She-Lord. Oh my god, he butchered me. Oh, he had a Halberd of Might, lightweight scale mail. No, okay. It was really just the Halberd of Might with 17 attack, just butchered me. And the fact he was glamored. I mean, I put the hurt on him. He got Battle Fright, but he still has 25 morale. What? He ended up losing, though, to a Doom Bowl with a Fear Aura, so maybe I helped Airyu lose. Great. Itza has been permanently vanquished. That's interesting. So for items, the Shambler skin armor gives us a bit of protection, very, 1 encumbrance, some hit points, and water breathing. That's if we don't want to eat up a miscellaneous slot on a ring of water breathing or something. What would I have for these? Girdle of Might is pretty much a necessity, I think. And then the other one could be... Oh, I think it has to be a snake. I need poison resist if I'm going to cast Foul Vapors. Although I have 10. Maybe I don't. Okay, maybe I don't. So then maybe Stone Birds or something. Yeah, I wish we were playing with Dominions Enhanced, but we're not. I think we're going to just wait for Construction 5, though, before I make any decisions. What was the... So there's Astral Window at Thaumaturgy 4. And I do need Thaumaturgy 4 anyways. The other benefit of not having them go into a communion is that they spam out skeletons immediately. Which is nice. Ooh, he did a number on that one. He killed the Anunnaki, 2 of the Knight Commanders. All the Springhawks are gone. That, if I could actually reach that one, that would be nice, but there's no way. Even from here, if I take this and have a lab, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think it's just too far. Damn. That would be a nice... Yeah, 2 turns for Construction 5. Getting a shit ton of Draconians. Yep, we're up to... Oh, I don't know. Is it 244 Draconians now? That's a good army. I have a feeling it's going to come down to going to war with Shinuyama. The Rainbow Mages rarely thug well, you know? Just tricky. Very tricky. Draconians are just mopping it up. Summer Edge breached. Good, good. We like that. Storm it. Construction 5 this turn. This is a long one. Lost 1 mage, 4 draconians, 11 wolves. Yeah, okay. I think, Phaecia, you are not long for this world. Okay, construction 5. Let's look at everything we can make then. So body armor. Our best bets would be something that gives reinvigoration. The Bright Mail Hauberk is sort of unequaled, I think. 17 protection, 0 encumbrance, and reinvigoration 2, and 8 hit points. This is bar none our best option. So we're gonna go with that. Then there is boots. We want, of course, Boots of the Messenger. Gives us reinvigoration 3. Helmet. There is the horror helmet. It's got really good protection, 0 encumbrance, and gives us fear aura. It's probably our best bet, I would imagine. Yeah, I don't see a world where it's not. So we're gonna make a horror helmet. For miscellaneous, one of them is gonna have to be a ring of water breathing. The other one, we probably want a girdle of might, although we can get an amulet of anti-magic for 4 MR. He does only have 18, and we're going up against theoretically Mind Lords, so I think that's more important than the girdle of might for more reinvigoration. Shield. Probably a vine shield is what we're looking at, unless there's a juicy two-handed option. Let me just look at all our options. So... yeah, not really. Not really. I mean, the Shaman Staff would give 1 more reinvigoration and +1 penetration, which is pretty nice. So, that is a contender, but if we look at our one-handed options, that would go with maybe a good shield. I don't think there's anything that gives reinvigoration. But he could take a Thistle Mace to make his Foul Vapors cost less fatigue. And that is a strong argument. As far as shields are concerned, Divine Shield is a classic. There's the Shield of Meteoric Iron, which gives Empower the Spheres, which is pretty nice, but it also adds 4 encumbrance. So, is the +1 to all magic worth that trade-off? Honestly, probably. If you think, like, well, yeah, I mean, so, say you're casting a spell that costs 200 fatigue, and you have an extra magic path. It drops down to 100 fatigue. That's pretty massive, especially at the crucial start, you know, right at the beginning when we need to get out a bunch of spells before things hit the fan. So yeah, the Shield of Meteoric Iron might be the solution here. He has to make it, but yeah, I think he will. We're not going to live or die based on the Vine Shield, I don't think. There's go patient. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. So he'll make a Thistle Mace, we'll get that. Actually, I don't even need that. You can make a Thistle Mace. So he'll make the armor. Someone will make the thing. We'll get our stuff. Yeah, okay. So he really shouldn't be too encumbered. Like, it's just the shield. It's not too bad. What are you thinking, dude? Alright, let's equip. so yeah, he's still sitting on only 3 encumbrance, which is pretty great. Yeah, that's strong. All right, so can you make anything with the water breathing? No. Amulet of breathing is 2 air. We don't have a guy for that. Okay, so you're gonna have to make both things for yourself. Yeah, because we could have gone with, like, the Amulet of Resilience instead of the MR. It's really a question of what do we think is more important. I don't know. It depends on how many Mind Lords are there. If it's 1, it's not really that big of an issue. If it's 6, it could be an issue, but it's hard to say. I'm really worried about fatigue. That's usually the biggest problem. All right, let's go for the resilience, I guess. That's assuming that it's still available. The throne in the water, but there is that other one in the water. And there's not really any aquatic nations. We breached it right away. Good, good. You can equip this and this, sitting on reinvigoration 10. Pretty strong. Okay, so he'll have... Yeah, this might be too much. I'm not sure. Because we could just go with the Weightless Kite Shield or a Vine Shield. I'm worried about the encumbrance. He's got 3. That's going to bump up. He doesn't have Combat Caster. So that's going to bump up to 7 basic. And a lot of spellcasting encumbrance. Sort of... But that's a lot of reinvigoration. And the power of the spears is pretty good. He'll have 7 nature. Okay, I will give it a try, but yeah, I mean, the thing is, we're not depending entirely on this plan working, so it's fine. So to get, we don't have Thaumaturgy 4 yet. All right, I'm gonna. Do we have a guy that can do 2 astral? I don't think so. Celestial wizards. What's the point? Oh yeah, I didn't storm it. Whoops. Yeah, 11 spellcasting encumbrance. And he has got 10 reinvigoration. It's a big beefy shield, but he just doesn't have the defense for it to matter. He's got 19 protection right now. It's going to shoot up a decent amount when he casts, like, Iron Skin. He's got a lot of buffs. What he doesn't have is innate spellcaster. I don't think I can cast Grip of Winter, really. I think it's just gonna... I think after Foul Vapors, I need to just get a lot of buffs. So maybe Grip of Winter is the last thing I cast. But his script right now is looking like foul vapors. Now we do have moss body too. Probably invulnerability. Yeah, we'll go for invulnerability. Soul vortex. Moss body. And then maybe grip of winter. There's so many other buffs that I'd rather have. So I could give him awe as well. I mean, you get Shroud of Splendor for awe 1. That's also really big. I just don't think Grip of Winter is gonna come into play here. Let's give you like 3 of everything. No death gems. There you go. Am I just gonna jump? Are we assuming it's still free? No, I'm gonna risk one more guy to scry. Let's wipe out Fascia, though. This game has been going on long enough. It's dinner time, damn it. Ooh, boy. Well, you got permanently vanquished, so there's that. Pretty good result, I think. There's a beefy shit in there. What the fuck are we hitting? Is that just a storm captain? Probably with mist form on. Alright, there's still a hostile mage there severing my cords, so I think we're Enshin a go-go, baby. You know, no guts, no glory. Let's do it. This could be the end. Otherwise, we will go to war with Shinuyama. With our massive amount of Draconians. Here we go. Foul Vapor is good just because it, well, it works underwater. That's a pretty significant thing for a battlefield-wide spell. But the problem mostly with underwater is that they're very fast. Did get invulnerability and soul vortex off. That's pretty significant. It was so clutch timing there. Holy shit. Oh man. But yeah, 32 protection versus mundane. He didn't get moss body off, but he got just what he needed for them to struggle to actually crack through. 61 protection if they actually hit the shield. Good lord. Yeah, most of these are up against like 30 protection. Nice. And then the poison just wrecked them. Soul vortex. Draining, doing any healing I needed. I mean, we got hit with a little poison. We ended up taking a chest wound, which would definitely hurt our chances of any further battles. But there you go. It was 6 Mine Lords. But we made all the right choices. Vampiria was about to take it. Luckily, we're friends with them, and you lose the game, my friend. Thanks for playing. Hot diggity dog. That was a full game. That was a fairly full game. We had a really rough start. I said I was going to pay for it, and I think we did. Thankfully, we did have 2 thrones pretty close that were pretty easy that I could take right away. But yeah, having to go for a full conquest war to get my 3rd throne is not great. As it is, though, even if I hadn't gotten a 3rd throne, we could have probably built a lab here and teleported onto the storms. No one had taken that yet, which really makes me wonder what's there. But yeah, Vampiria had full water access. I can't believe he didn't take either of these thrones. Yeah, I mean, it worked out. It worked out. I didn't think he had it in him. But actually, oh damn, I wish I could watch that fight again. I'm curious on how much fatigue Foul Vapors took him. I guess we can probably calculate that, right? So Foul Vapors is normally 200 fatigue, and it requires 4 nature. He had 7. So that would be 100, like 67, 50, 40? 40 fatigue plus 11 or whatever he had. Yeah. So 51 fatigue, I think, to cast Foul Vapors. And then he recovers 11. So for his 2nd spell cast, he was at 40 fatigue. Pretty good. And then all the other things he cast probably cost him not much. It actually gets to a point then where your spellcasting encumbrance is the biggest fatigue generator. So the Shield of Meteoric Iron was a question mark, but at the same time, it's also a really fucking beefy shield. If anything actually hits it, which some stuff did hit it. Did it make or break things one way or the other? I don't know. I mean, I probably could have done fine with the weightless kite shield. 4 encumbrance on a mage is quite significant. And he's in a pretty shit position now. I don't know if he actually could take that 2nd throne with this chest wound. But yeah, he took what mattered, and it was good. As for Middenheim, yeah, I mean, pretty good. We certainly went with a very specific strat, I guess. You know, the dwarves, I think, handled themselves pretty well. Like I said, they kind of hit the trifecta, and crossbows are good. And is the Knight of the Winter Throne the best of these cavalry? Hard to say. They don't have shields, and that is a definite factor. We lost quite a few of these guys, as you'll notice. They hit damn hard, though. I think probably in hindsight, we should have gone Stygian Flesh instead of Berserker. Just because they didn't have shields. And Stygian Flesh would have... Yeah, they would have survived a lot more. But it didn't really matter. I still think the Knight of Morp could have been a lot of fun with the magic swords that causes reanimation, and they have shields. Like, I think it's a very solid choice. Knight Panther is not bad. I mean, they do have the 20 damage falchion, but 11 attack is not super ideal. You do have the Divine spell to give them Battle Fury for 13 attack, which is pretty solid then. 14 on the lance. The White Wolf Knights, Yeah, this is the one where it's like, I don't know why you'd really pick this. Like, if you want a big, heavy-hitting weapon, just take the fucking Sacred. You know? And then the Warhorse, I mean, it's just... I don't know. Why wouldn't you... I don't get it. I don't get the White Wolf Knight. It does 2 more damage, but it's not Sacred. And you get a Sacred Mount. Like, I don't understand a world where this is better. They also have 1 less MR, 1 less morale, 1 less defense. In what world is this worth taking? I don't get it. Someone explain it to me. I don't know. Anyways, yeah, I think it's fine, Nation. I think you could have done fine without any knightly order, really, because you have pretty solid heavy cav. You have a Sacred that you could do some stuff with. You got, like, the Tutigan guards, which are fine. You got crossbows. Even the State Swordsman can do some work. I mean, you got a decent lineup of stuff, but then again, in comparison to a lot of Warhammer nations, this is pretty, like, kind of vanilla stuff, you know? Like, compared it to, like, Khorne's roster or something, and you just get obliterated. So I think it's decent. You have a very impressive mage lineup, and every time we do one of these Empire nations, we just pick, like, 1 mage, and it's usually this thing, because I think it's just a little too much. But that's because Horde of Skeletons is really good in single player. Like, I don't know how much I'd care to make Jade Wizards, you know? Yeah, maybe a few of them, because they have Disease Healer, I suppose. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Anyways, it was good. It was a fun game. We won. What can we complain about? My name is Mangg. Game watching's been Dominion 6. I'll see you fine folks next time.